Hey guys, and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. I always say weekly reading vlog, but I never actually do it weekly. I do it about like 3/4 of the month. I never do it for the full month.
Should work on that.
So for this week, we are starting off, I've got to edit videos, so that's what I'm doing. I've got my computer set up on my little desk here, and Trevor is his day off today, so he's going to be reading. So what are you reading?
Powering through Hunting Prince Dracula.
out.
I'm powering through Hunting Prince Dracula. I am currently 311 pages. I was at page 200 yesterday, so I made one heck of a dent last night.
Because it's getting so good.
It is really good.
So, what do you think? Are you liking it so far?
Yeah, I really like it.
Do you like it better than,
The first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, exponentially better, or?
I just like it better.
Yeah.
But as soon as I finish that, I get to move on to Skyward by Brandon Sanderson.
Now, this is a YA novel. Oh, I think we're gonna have a kitten joining us. You wanna come up here, Pumpkin? Oh, there's a kitten. He couldn't get to Mom, so now he's on the bed. So, what is Skyward about? Because it's this new YA series, right?
Yes. The main character's name is Spensa. Her planet has been at war for years and years and years, and like, it's apparently every kid's dream to be a pilot and go fight off in the big war, and you know. But apparently her father just up and abandoned his squad in the middle of a fight and was pronounced like a coward, so it supposedly destroyed any chances of Spensa becoming a pilot. Though somehow she's going to like get wrapped up in a whole bunch of mysterious, awesome Brandon Sanderson stuff. And there's a kitten. And I'm sure by the end she'll find some way to be a pilot.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, what's the point of calling it Skyward if she's not going to make her way Skyward?
Maybe she's gotta find a pilot to go with, because she can't be a pilot, so.
Nah. It's a YA series, and her dream is to be a pilot. You really think she's not going to be a pilot?
You say that all YA...
Unpredictable? Yeah, usually.
You're saying that everybody in a YA book gets what they want?
Not necessarily, but usually. So yes, goal of the day, finish Hunting Prince Dracula and start Skyward. Yes.
And I'm gonna be editing, and then hopefully I'll be picking up Kingdom of Ash afterwards.
About time!
I'm only like a week behind you.
It took me 3 days to finish it.
Mm-hmm. We also did 24-hour readathon in Junk, though.
And I was reading it like 200 or 300 pages at a time.
Yeah.
My record was 500 pages in one day.
For,
Kingdom of Ash.
Nice. So, that'll be all for this check-in, and we will see you guys in a little bit. So I have just finished editing the video, and it is currently uploading, and we decided we needed to go get pizza. So we're on our way for some food, and Trevor is starting to get to the really good part of Hunting Prince Dracula. So
yeah, except you made me stop.
Where are you at for?
Page 380.
So what's going on?
Well, they've gone to the absolutely terrifying room filled with spiders. Just, no. No. They should have just threw the lantern down and torched the entire room and killed them all. That was the appropriate response to that room. And then they went for a pleasant swim down through that one room that was flooding, and then they, you know.
If you haven't read the book, you're gonna have no idea what he's talking about. But he's getting to like the heart of like the really intense climax of the book, and I cannot wait until he finishes. So we're gonna go get some pizza, and we are gonna be listening to Harry Potter because we are about
Hour, maybe 2.
No, I think we've got more than that.
I've got like 5 chapters left.
We've got 3 hours and 44 minutes left. We are on chapter 31 out of 38 for Goblet of Fire, and then we'll be able to, after we finish this one, we can start Ruby Circle.
About fracking time.
Hey guys, another quick update. I am headed to work. We've just finished Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Of course, 5 out of 5 stars because that's Harry Potter in general. So now Trevor's gonna take me to work and we're gonna start Ruby Circle. So this is 10 hours and 3 minutes long listening to it normally, but we always listen to it faster than normal because I think we would like be in agony if we tried to listen to it at one speed at this point. So
I listen to mine at 1.75s.
That's what we were listening to Harry Potter at too.
Yeah. What sounds normal to me now.
Yeah. So we're gonna be listening to that on our way to work, and I cannot wait because shit is gonna, like, there's so much stuff that's gotta happen
Seems like
in such a short book. It's only 338 pages.
How?
I know. So that is what we've got to be dealing with.
I don't remember where the other one left off.
Yeah. I'm gonna go update him and we're gonna head to, well, I'm gonna head to work and we're gonna start listening. Hey guys. Trevor's behind the camera laughing and waving. So I thought I would do an update for you. I am listening to I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter on audiobook. I'm on chapter 8. And I don't really know how I feel about this one. Like, it's entertaining, but I don't really know what the story's about. And it is in fiction, so it's not like there's a goal in mind. I just don't really know where the story's going, and it's... I will, like, forewarn you if you're interested in reading this one, that it does deal with, like, some sensitive topics with, like, sexual abuse and, like, things like that. So I don't really know how I am feeling about the book. I'm still, like, listening to it, but it's not super great, and I don't know why it's won so many awards. So that's my update for my audiobook. I haven't read anything physical, like physical reading yet. I know, which I'm gonna still do tonight. I'm gonna read some Kingdom of Ash tonight. So, and me and Trevor are listening to the Ruby Circle, which we are about to listen to some more as well. Trevor is in the middle of making half of our dinner, and then we'll switch and I'll make the other half. But we are listening to Ruby Circle, and we are on chapter 2.
That's it?
Yeah, out of 20. You're not in frame.
Wow.
So,
Quit being so short.
we have 9 hours and 17 minutes left of that one. And then what did you just finish?
Hunting Prince Dracula, finally.
And?
It was good. I gave it 4 stars.
Did you only give 4 stars?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
It's not for anything. Speaking of, I started Oh my god.
Skyward.
Skyward. Wow. I'm just gonna walk away. 110 pages in.
And I'm guessing you're liking it?
Oh my god, it's great.
Okay. And he's also listening to Escaping from Houdini, because we have that on audiobook now.
I'm 11 chapters into that.
He's 11 chapters in. I don't know if they can hear you backwards, so.
I'm 11 chapters in!
And you're liking that one so far too?
Yes.
I cannot believe you only rated it a 4 out of 5 stars. What did you...
It's not high fantasy.
What did you rate... It's historical fantasy. What did you rate Stalking Jack the Ripper?
Probably 4.
Which one did you like better?
That one.
Stalking Jack the Ripper better than
No.
Hunting for Dracula? All the way around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hunting for Dracula is the best.
I'm definitely getting the vibe that there's going to be a 4th one because they keep alluding to their case in America.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a saga. So that is gonna be all for our update. So you're not even in frame.
It's okay, you're the pretty one.
So you're gonna be reading Skyward tonight then?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm gonna be reading Kingdom of Ash for Muggle Studies.
Finally!
Yes, we are all very excited. But that is gonna be it for this update, and we will check back with you guys tonight. would update you at work. So I only read about 10 pages last night until I passed out. Like, I had a warm kitten in my lap and I was literally falling asleep standing up. So I decided to just go to bed last night, and we were like catching up on shows too. So we weren't just reading last night. But I wanted to bring my camera along to work because I do read at work. So I thought I would show you guys and kind of update you while I could, because, you know, I'm an adult. I have 40-hour work week and it's kind of hard to fit in reading. So I thought you guys would like to see how I fit in reading. So currently on my short lunch break, and I'm gonna do some reading of Kingdom of Ash. Long time no update. It is Saturday, so that means it's finally my day off, and I thought I would update you. So I have been listening to I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter, and I am on chapter 14. I've got about 4.5 hours left, but this is going to expire like soon, so I want to finish this today. I'm still not really loving it. I don't really get the point of it. There's not like any, I mean, it's fiction, but there's not like a set of events that we're following that has a goal or an end game. It just kind of feels like the writer was just writing about someone's life and that was that. And so I don't really know why we're paying attention. I mean, it's interesting to see like the culture and about how they, like, different families are treated and things like that, but otherwise I'm not really sure why this is getting so much hype. So that's how I kind of feel about that one. We are also listening to Ruby Circle, and I forgot how much happens in this book and how much I like this book. So on Goodreads, I rated it a 4 out of 5 stars, and I was kind of surprised by that. I thought something happened in this book that I didn't like, and I don't remember if it comes later. But so far, this is one of my favorite books of the series, and I love it. We get so much more Rose and Dimitri, and there's so many twists that I'm loving it. It's so good. We are on chapter 13 out of 20 for Ruby Circle. So we have 3 hours and 57 minutes of that one, and we'll totally finish that one soon. It's so good. So Trevor is liking it too, and that is going to be all for this update. So it is much later in the day now. It is about 9 o'clock, and I have finished I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter. And I rated this one a 3 out of 5 stars, so I wasn't too impressed with it. It is supposed to be highly rated, but I mean, it was interesting to see the Mexican culture and not just stating in the book that she's Mexican, but actually showing like what being Mexican means and how that represents your family and different, you know, traditions you do and how what makes up that name. And so that was really cool to see, but there wasn't really much of a plot, and it like felt like it was kind of a plot because it was like Olga was her sister and Olga died, and then she was trying to figure out like what her sister was really about. So there was kind of like this element of mystery to it, but then it's like that wasn't the main plot. It was all such a jumble, and I wasn't really sure where the story was going the entire time. I still really don't. Hence why 3 out of 5 stars. I mean, it was, the only reason why I'm giving it 3 out of 5 stars was because of the representation, and I liked learning about the cultures, and I liked seeing that culture, like the ins and outs of it, not just like the surface level, which was really cool to experience, but the plot was just not there. Like, I don't know what the plot was about. So I didn't really love it. I will, if you are interested in this book and you still want to check it out, just do trigger warnings for sexual assault and self-harm. These are pretty prevalent stories in this one, so just be aware if you're sensitive to that, maybe not read it. So that is the update for right now. And I am going to pick up Kingdom of Ash finally, so I can do my full attention to it until my other audiobook comes in. I did put on hold, I'll pop a picture up here, Love and Luck by Jenna Evans Welch, I think that's her name. I know she has 3 names. It ends with Welch, I think. I'll put a picture up here. I really enjoyed Love and Gelato, so I'm hoping that I'll really like Love and Luck. I haven't even looked at the synopsis. I just enjoyed the way that she writes so much from the past one that I read that I'm just gonna hope that it's a trip about Ireland and we get to go to Ireland. So that's what I'm hoping. I'm not even gonna look into it. I'm gonna go into it blind, and we're waiting for that to come into my library. So that is what's going on. I am about, let's see, I'm about 23 pages into Kingdom of Ash. Now, I had already read this. I started reading this a while ago, a few weeks ago, and I was on like page some 60 something in it, but I decided to start over because I wanted to start taking notes from the very first get-go of it. So I am restarting it and rereading it, and I want to ingest it all at once. So I'm gonna sit down and read this for at least an hour. That's my plan anyways, but I will check back with you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, and welcome to another day in the reading vlog. This is probably gonna be my last day because I want to start a new reading vlog tomorrow. But today is Sunday. It is Sunday the 11th, and I wanted to update you guys on a few things. So last night I updated you, and I had finished I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter, and I rated this a 3 out of 5 stars. And main points were because I liked the Mexican heritage and the way that we got to see it rather than we told it. But the more I talked to Trevor about this, and this sometimes happens with books that I wasn't really feeling through the entire book, the more I talk about it, the more I realize how annoyed I am with it. So I think I'm going to drop this down to 2.5 stars just because there really wasn't that much that happened in it. Like, I really don't understand it until we get to like the end. Like, you know, normal story arcs, we're building up to something for the climax and then like the end of the book. Well, this is how the entire story went, and we think something's gonna happen and then it doesn't, and then like go all the way through here and here's the end of the book and something big happens and then it just stops. So it just didn't, the flow was not right. The plot line, I don't understand the plot line, so that's what I'm gonna rate this one after talking about it a little more. And I said I wanted to, I have the Love and Luck on hold, but my library still says it's gonna be 3 weeks until I'm gonna get that, and I can't go 3 weeks without an audiobook that I can listen to on my own, because you guys know that we are still listening to the Ruby Circle, but I can only read this when Trevor's with me. So I want something that I can listen to when Trevor's not home or when I'm driving to work and such. So I just went through and looked through the library, what was available library audiobooks, and I went through several on my shelf, on my TBR shelf, to see like, well, maybe I can knock out one of these, right? So none of my books that are actually on my TBR are available for audiobooks. Like right now it's like 6 months in waiting. Like the What If It's Us audiobook is like at least, it didn't even give me a time frame, it said at least 6 months. So I'm like, okay. And I kind of want to read this one anyways, because I want to mark up this one just like I marked up Escaping from Houdini, because I really liked being able to annotate in that one. So maybe one day I'll work up to actually annotating in my actual books and not just arcs. So anyways, I didn't have a book that was like jumping out at me that I had on my TBR shelf that I needed to knock out anyways, that I actually sounded good. So I kind of fell down the rabbit hole because I saw it available, and then I was like, wait, maybe I should look for my TBR shelf first. So I downloaded it as a backup, but then I went and looked to see if I had any from my TBR shelf, and I didn't. So I ended up picking up Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. It's one of my favorite contemporaries. and I kind of fell down the Kath rabbit hole, and I'm already on page 158. It's so good, so easy to listen to, and if you haven't checked this one out, it's just fantastic. Rainbow Rowell, the way that she writes is incredible. She will be an auto pickup. I haven't liked everything that she's written. I didn't care for Eleanor and Park, which is a big disappointment. This was a lot a bit grittier than her normal stuff that I've read by her, but she just does Fangirl and Carry On so well, and I love it, and it's one of my favorite contemporaries, like I've said, and she just does fandoms and what feel like being internet friends and all of that so well, and she really does a great way of showing social anxiety, and I do have social anxiety, so I very much relate to this girl and what it really feels like, and like how people look at you when you can't do normal day-to-day things because anxiety gets to you so bad. So I really enjoy it. I love listening to it, and like there is that play off of Harry Potter-esque. Like, it's like a tribute to Harry Potter, and they even mention Harry Potter in here, but Kath is a girl who writes fan fiction, who feels more comfortable online, and she writes fan fiction on characters called Simon and Baz, and the book that she's actually writing in this book is Carry On, and then fantastic Rainbow Rowell produced Carry On after this book so we could actually read Kath's fan fiction, and it's such a tribute to fandoms and nerd culture and internet friends. It's so great and wonderful, and I enjoy it so much, and I haven't read it in quite some time. I do recommend reading it. Not that the audiobook isn't great, but because I think I read it for the first time versus audiobooks, that I enjoy reading it much more than I do audiobooks, but I'm not letting myself read anything because I'm still reading Kingdom of Ash. So this is what I'm listening to. I've already listened to like 4 hours, I think, but I'm like at 1.75, so it's not actual 4 hours, but that's what it says, and it says I think I have like 8 to 10 hours left. I don't remember, but I am definitely going to finish this one this month, so this has been added to my TBR pile for the month because I'm reading it, and I'm really enjoying it. So that's what I'm listening to. And then I am still reading Kingdom of Ash, so there's been a lot of different notes that I've taken that I'm just gonna put the spoilers. I'm only on page 32. So if you haven't read Kingdom of Ash or haven't read the Throne of Glass series, if you haven't read up to 32 in Kingdom of Ash, you potentially could be spoiled. But these are the thoughts that I've been thinking, and I figure if I just do a blanket statement that this might be spoilers, that it will, you guys can mute it and then unmute it later. So I'll hold up the book until I'm done talking about my notes. So here are some thoughts that I thought while reading this. I feel like Adian, and I'm gonna pronounce the names wrong, I'm sorry. I've been saying them wrong for how many books? We are at like 7 books. It's stuck. That's how they're gonna be called. Like all you people who said Hermione wrong and you guys took forever to get it right, that's me. Just deal with it. So I feel like Adian is way overreacting to Lysandra, and like the betrayal that he's felt with Lysandra, and the fact that he's being like such a whiny bitch about things, that he's like yelling at her and not speaking to her and everything, and I'm like, can we just stop? Like, I love you two together, like, stop, like, make up and kiss, like, I'm done. I don't want to hear this whiny shit. So I know that's coming because they have to, and I know someone dies, I just don't know who, and I'm like, there's so many people that I feel like are untouchables that I don't know who's gonna die. I can't, I'm already stressed about it. The other big thing was Elide, when she is getting spoken to with the goddess Anieth. I was real confused. Can someone tell me when this started? Because I don't remember. I thought Aelin and Doran were the only people who would speak with the gods. I guess Anieth is the goddess of wisdom. But when did this start? I don't remember Elide being able to talk to spirits. And Trevor told me that Lorcan also talks to spirits, and I don't remember him talking to spirits either, so leave me a comment down below, like maybe putting spoiler alert on it, and then just letting me know when that started, because I don't remember. So I'm enjoying this so far. I haven't given myself really a chance to sit down and read it. Like, I carve out time planning on reading this one, and I just haven't. So I don't know why I'm like sinking my way through this instead of like flying through it. But that is my update for Kingdom of Ash. So that's the end of the spoiler portion. So I do work tonight. I gotta head out here soon. So I'm definitely gonna be listening to Fangirl while I'm at work and powering through that and just enjoying it. And that is gonna be my wrap up for this reading vlog. I feel like I didn't get a lot done this reading vlog, but I did finish Goblet of Fire, and I did finish I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter, and I'm not gonna lie, that kind of put me in a little bit of a slumpy mood, but I think Fangirl is like quickly pulling me out of it because I'm like really enjoying it. And then me and Trevor have, well, I've got 2 days off in a row this week if I don't work overtime, which I might work overtime. But at least we'll have at least one day off, and it's gonna be with Trevor, so he usually can persuade me to not do anything productive and just read. So stay tuned for that, because I'm going to start my reading vlog for next week tomorrow, but it'll be separated out for a week for you guys. But that is the plan, and let me know down below what you are reading this month. And for all of you who are going to be joining us for Kingdom of Ash and Ruby Circle live show, I think we are leaning towards doing it in the middle of December to give everybody a chance to read more. So stay tuned on our Twitters to let us know, or for you guys to know when we are going to be doing those live shows. But I think we're going to do like middle of December. That way it's right in between both holidays. Makes it a lot easier. I do work in retail, so it's kind of crazy to try to like plan out normal shifts that I'm not like exhausted after, and I have a lot of stuff going on, so I think that's probably gonna be the plan. So enough rambling, and I will see you guys in my next reading vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!